the Pacific Islander Community Association of Washington, aka PICA-WA. So our mission is really to establish cultural home for Pacifica peoples, build community power, and also advance wellness for our communities. We are a statewide agency that serve our Pacific communities in 5 different regions currently. There were a lot of murders of Pacific people at the hand of police. And so that was one of the big issues where we started to organize about how do Pacific people really understand how to further police accountability. And then, of course, not just with the criminal justice system, but there are health disparities. A lot of our families have been turning to PICA-WA for support, and that includes setting up 5 food distribution sites throughout the state of Washington. We do weekly distributions along with providing Safeway gift cards and also cultural foods. So we've been able to raise money, flexible funding to support our families. We've also been doing rental assistance. The Neighbor to Neighbor program of Seattle Foundation, it helped us sort of think through about sustaining like a project with a smaller scope, right? But that has sort of like advocacy reaches. This year, the fund is actually going directly into our Pacifica Wayfinders program. So from, being able to pay young people equitably. We have 5 young people, around 18 to 21 that have been brought on board to really organize young Pacific Islanders across the state. We're launching our Oceania Leadership Institute. And that is a way for us to engage with our Pacific Islander students that are in higher education. How do we continue to connect them to the efforts that are happening in communities? I envision our people to be an embodied people, and PICA-WA is helping our people become embodied. And that means being connected to the soil, being connected to their spirituality, being connected to their mental wellness. We're mending our nets in the Pacific tradition, right? Our nets have to be strong, they have to be wide, right? It's all interconnected, right? And so how do we mirror the way that we do our work with some of the values that we brought from the islands?